Well, yeah, no, what's it? As far as the origin of my name goes, I don't plan on revealing that until a very, very special occasion.
When I was a young lad, I actually mostly played midfielder or goalkeeper.
So why did you say striker then?
Because they're cool.
So, but you lied.
No, you said what would you want to play?
No, what do you play?
There's a lot of betrayal. My favourite betrayal was Chan Diggity Dog on Wubdub, only to then die in the last two.
What's one feature, if you had to pick one of your favourite features of One Shot Royale, just something you've implemented and you're like, damn, this is good?
On TikTok, I once saw this onion that was so big, you had to use 2 hands to hold it.
Alright lads, welcome back to Midweek MC, the part of the podcast where I sit down with the amazing co-host AJX, who sadly wasn't here this week or the week before because we didn't record and has missed many other Midweek MCs. I mean, not implying last week there, but it's fine. Yeah. They're back again. Who knows how long for, but welcome back AJ, how are you?
Hello Insane Orbits, it's lovely to hear your voice again and I'm very excited about this week, but how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Are you saying that you don't listen to the podcast when you're not on it?
No, I do. I listen to.
So why do you miss my voice then?
Well, you know, I miss the banter between us. I miss you know, being with you is what I'll say.
That's so good. It's not just us today, though, AJ.
It isn't, and
I know you got like lost in a moment now. So
this is a very special podcast because I got 2 of my best friends on, 2 incredible creators, 2 incredible event players, and the minds behind One Shot Royale. We have WeChokeOnMilk and Mightybrothers1.
Hey guys.
Wagwan!
Hello.
Hello, AJX.
Welcome into
Hello,
the
Orbitzz.
podcast.
hello. What brother do we have on today then, Mighty Brothers?
1.
You know,
He had the perfect response.
The one for the job.
it's almost like One Shot
That's
Royale.
amazing.
You know what I did there?
Oh,
No, I don't think
Oh, so basically the implication is that actually, welcome.
Yeah, okay, shush.
How are you both doing?
I'm doing quite swell.
I see how it is.
What do you mean? You said shush, and then I asked how you're both doing. What do you mean you see
Yeah,
how it is?
no, I'm talking to Insane. No, not Insane. I'm doing the WeChokeOnMilk.
What, that he's doing swell? What's the issue of him doing good?
Oh, because we spoke at the same time.
Oh, I
My
didn't even
bad.
realise. So I only listened to Milk, my bad.
Ian, you should say it again for real.
I'm doing pretty good today. I've been having a good day.
I'm doing pretty swell.
Okay, nice.
Why are you laughing at me?
It's gonna go great. I can't wait for this podcast with WeChokeOnMilk and Mightybrothers1. I mean, it's pretty cool, and I know you guys told me not to bring this up, and you strictly didn't want to, but we actually have all of the strikers here today, so that's pretty.
Yeah, we have all the strikers here.
All of them.
All of the strikers.
I'm not going to be a part of this bit.
Not sure if it's publicly announced yet, but we are kicking Twiggy out of the strikers.
It should be by the time this podcast comes out. This podcast
vote-
comes
yeah,
out
it
on the
should already be
15th,
announced.
so it'll be put on. I actually run the strikers updates account, so I'll make sure to tweet it before this podcast episode
Hey,
comes out.
Pretty sure Twiggy does.
But we'll let Twiggy tweet it. Then,
Not
won't we?
anymore.
No anymore. Yeah, we kicked him out. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
that's why he runs the update account.
No, he's a
because
fan
he still
account.
wants to be in. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, Twiggy is not being kicked on the strikers. The only reason he isn't here today is because this podcast is about One Shot Royale, and Twiggy, I mean Mighty, I'll let you say it because you're very passionate about making this very clear, so go on.
You didn't do anything for One Shot Royale, Twiggy.
And I did so much.
But well, you co-host the podcast, so like that's why you're here.
True, I did think about that.
You are the exception.
The
Exactly.
exception to the rule.
Well, not technically not exception. It's just coincidence that you make up the strikers and that you're the co-host for the podcast with 2 other
True.
strikers on it.
True.
I think it sounds better to say AJX is the exception. It
I
sounds cooler.
Nah, I'm the exception.
Obviously, there's a lot we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about One Shot Royale. We're going to talk about the charity event we all did together, and we're going to talk all about you. But there's a question we usually start off with, and you argue this isn't a question, Saint Orbit. So I'll let you start off with the question that isn't the question.
No, you say you've already led into it, so carry on.
Okay. We usually we like to find out how you came up with your names, and you both have. What did I do?
Oh,
wrong?
no, it's fine. You can carry on. It's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just normally we do
feel
something else beforehand. So.
Oh, you go ahead with it.
You hold hands.
No, we're already doing that. No, normally we let them introduce themselves. And
Oh,
AJ.
of course,
Yeah,
yes. My bad.
You're too excited. That's the issue. It's okay.
Yes.
And you've got your
Yes,
friends on the podcast. You're just happy. It's fine.
Yeah, I love these boys. Yes, let's start off. If we start off with Ian, who is WeChokeOnMilk, I should feel like if you don't know that, then we should make that clear. We should start off with Ian. Introduce yourself.
And give
All
us
right,
a
well,
fun fact.
hello.
Oh yes, and a fun fact. I forgot about that as well. Oh God, I've been out the game too long. I'm messing it up. Oh,
Game of the game,
embarrassing.
and you just lost the game.
But yeah, hi, I'm WeChokeOnMilk, but pretty much everyone calls me Ian because that is my name. I am the owner of One Shot Royale, and one fun fact about me is that I am the first Minecraft event out of the Minecraft event scene. I am the first player to own Burger King drip.
Oh, true. We'll get to the Burger King drip. I have to ask questions about that. And of course, we have Mightybrothers1. Why don't you introduce yourself and give a fun fact?
I am Mightybrothers1, and yeah.
You gotta read the script.
Do you know what the great part is? I cut out the silent part, so this is not going to sound
No,
funny
you
whatsoever on the
You
edit.
can't cut this part.
I am. I'm cutting out the silent part to make
No,
it
it's
not
part
sound
of the
funny
bit.
at all. No, but you're not going to sound funny at all, so I'm just cutting out the silent parts on purpose.
So basically, you're bullying me. This is cyberbullying, banned.
I mean, if you want
Anyway.
to be cyberbullied, we can talk about. I can say your fun fact for you, my brothers, but I don't think
Listen,
you
bro,
want
I
me to
can
do that.
bully you in person if you want.
Mighty, you should talk about how British you are.
No,
Yeah,
I've got
go
a fun
on.
fact. I have a fun fact. Okay,
Yeah,
calm
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Anyway, so like, I guess I like code One Shot Royale all the time. Yeah, and my fun fact is that I ate spaghetti bolognese day.
No, again.
Listen, it's the roster, bro. Spaghetti bolognese fajitas. That's about it.
What a roster.
The thing is,
Yes.
Mighty Brothers, you're always eating in general, anyways, because you're slaying.
True.
I thought you were like fat shaming or something. Bro.
No, bro, no, because you said I thought you were just gonna leave it as I ate, so the joke was gonna be like, yeah, you're always like slaying. But
Listen, bro. You said that they're not Justin, not me.
I
don't get the joke.
True.
Justin speaks like that a lot.
Yeah,
Oh.
just speaks of it.
I can I go back to something that Milk said quickly?
Yes, Ian.
You said about your Burger King drip. So I have the entire Greg's merch. I have Greg's drip.
Oh.
I also have Lidl trainers.
Holy moly.
Yeah, so
I
I
did
have
not
Burger
know
King
that.
drip. I have Greg's and Lidl drip. So.
Well, Ian's
Have you never
drip-
seen the image, AJ?
No, I haven't. I was
never-
going to say Ian's strip is because he worked, not because...
Oh no, mine is just I bought it because I'm just a big fan. Hold up.
Why are they little on price?
Hold up, I thought I showed you the image. Oh wait, I'll send it in the group chat. Look, wait, is that the right image? Yeah, that's the one covering my face. Good. Right, look, that's me and my Greg's merch. I thought you'd seen the image.
I've never seen this image. That is
That's
incredible.
exactly what your face looks
I
like.
also have never seen that image. That's awesome.
I'm so drippy.
Is it
What is
Greg's,
Pixel
it's
Paradise?
Greg's sandals as well? Look at that.
You call
What
them?
the
They're
fuck?
called
They own
sliders.
those?
Yeah, they were selling them in
Sliders, sorry.
Primark for
They
a
are
while,
called
so I bought
sliders,
one.
No way, that's a hat as well.
There's
Yep,
a,
a Greg's
there's
bucket hat.
in Newcastle. There's a Greg's in a Primark.
Why do they have those?
I also own Shrek merch. I wore it to Birmingham from Primark, and I bought the little trainers offline because I saw them and I was like, I have to have them.
Why did you go to Birmingham?
Did I just cut out? Did you hear that?
No, you were there. You were there.
I was just went silent. I went to Insomnia Mighty Brothers 1. I met up with AJ.
Why?
And we went to watch a Forest game.
It was
Yeah,
great.
why?
So I wanted to. I want you
I
to
also-
go.
You're not
Football.
asking the questions, Mighty Brothers 1.
Yeah, you're being interviewed.
I am. And my next question, we're going back to the question. I want to know, and I sort of do know, but also at the same time, I think your two names are some of the most unique on the internet. Out of the entire event community, yours are some of the most unique. So I want to know how you came up with both your names. We're starting with Mighty this time round.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll start first anyway. Yeah, I got you, Ian. You got a long explanation, so yeah, don't worry, I know. So basically, like, not really a long story, but I used to share a Minecraft account with my brother, and it was called Mighty Brothers 1 because Mighty Brothers was taken. So you go end the story. I never changed. It's really hard for me to change branding. I don't know.
You thought about changing, haven't you? And you've just
Yeah, but I
never
don't
done
know. I don't have any ideas of what I would change it to. So
How many siblings?
my brother.
it. He has a brother.
I was just making sure. Like I didn't know if you had any other siblings.
That's what I just. Did you not listen in St. Orbitz?
Sorry, I thought you. No, I'm sorry. I meant, did you have any other siblings?
Or
Did
you're
you
not
have any-
listening to this
No,
InsideMC
I have been
podcast.
listening. Sorry, I meant, did you have any other siblings? I just worded it wrong. Chill. Leave me alone.
Listen, bro. I could make fun of you if you tried to make fun of me at every opportunity.
I haven't made fun of you once this podcast.
Yeah,
Anyway,
this podcast.
Yeah, I haven't said anything bad about you at all.
if you got any
Go
other
back to the
siblings-
AJX stream.
What happened on the AJX show? Well, when I made a joke of my
Listen, it doesn't matter.
the
This
type
doesn't
of
matter.
guy.
This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter.
Mighty Brothers is the type of guy to eat spaghetti
I mean, I
bolognese for dinner every day.
technically have two. Well, not technically. I do have two step siblings.
So you do have other siblings. So my question was correct then.
Mate, you didn't say that though, did you?
I was meant to say, do you have any other?
Yeah,
siblings?
you meant to. You meant to. What? Sorry. What were you doing earlier in this group
For
chat?
goodness sake,
Just mocking me. You were just mocking me, bro.
I've not mocked you once.
No, because you kept making fun of me because I read it wrong and then said stuff wrong.
Proof?
How's your
Proof?
day, AJX?
Proof? Yeah, go on.
hang on.
Milk's turn.
Yeah, WeChokeOnMilk. Go ahead.
Oh, I already answered. Don't worry. Next question.
No, you didn't.
No, you
didn't answer.
haven't. Oh, I realised.
Oh, you don't. Then you sound 3 months, so you just have never answered it and you don't want to answer it or something.
Oh, well, yeah, no, what's it? As far as the origin of my name goes, I don't plan on revealing that until a very, very special occasion. I have not revealed it to a single person, which includes Mighty, which is also like
Wait,
the
does
first
AJ
person I've.
know it?
No, I have
Nope.
no idea.
Oh crap! Oh wait, sorry, that's the meme of include. Oh, sorry, that's the law of included Mighty. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, what's it? I've known Mighty in the event community for about 2 years now. He's like one of the first people that I knew. I haven't told him.
Why?
So no one has any idea.
Why?
These WeChokeOnMilk, bro. It's that obvious, you know?
When he was like 5, he just choked on milk. There's a law behind it.
But
Allow
why
it, G.
would it be WeChokeOnMilk? That's my question.
Hold on, bro. Calm down. PG.
Why is it
PG.
called Mighty Brothers 1? It's only one person.
I just said!
Calm down. My turn to ask the question. How did you two meet?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, it is. I'm the
I think
podcast
I
host.
can explain it. So, what's it? I don't know too much about a Mighty side of the origin story, but I was watching MCC for over a year now, at least. I don't remember how long, but I've been like a very silent watcher of event communities since like early 2021, and I didn't actually like try to start joining events until around like mid 2022-ish, because I didn't know that there was other like public events. I found a different event called Minecraft Showdown, which was owned by one of Mighty's friends, and they had an actual public sign-up form for it. So I decided to apply, and I did not get it, but it felt comfortable to just kind of like be around a community that I would want to be a part of, because it's like a community I want to actively be in and not just be like a silent person that kind of just watches stuff. So I would just be like sitting in the VC for the server for like a week because I had nothing better to do. It was like, I think this is before I actually got my job at Burger King. So I had nothing better to do. It was summer break. I just finished school. So I was just sitting in VC. A couple of times, Mighty joins with a few of his friends, and we just got to know each other. And we just found each other like chill as hell. And we just became friends. And then I had to sub into the event on his team, and we just had so much fun.
Yeah, that's right.
You two count yourselves as best friends, correct?
I would say so.
Full stop.
And what does that make me?
Second.
That makes you the right-hand man. You're the third wheeler.
God damn it, Orbitzz, are you hearing this?
Well, I'm just
Don't-
here. I'm just
Hey,
here.
you
I
have a
don't know.
girlfriend at least.
What does that mean?
Alright, this might sound like a silly question, but I'm gonna ask it. Do you know how like when people are like best friends and stuff and they make like disagreement, if they're both single and they're 50, they'll get married? Do you and Mighty have that?
No, we don't. Not
No,
yet.
we don't actually.
You should. I think that'd be quite funny.
I disagree. Knowing
Why?
them both,
I
it
don't
would be a
think so.
terrible couple, and that's coming from the person.
Yeah, knowing
shits
that,
them
also
both
knowing
the
that,
most.
I am straight and Mighty is straight. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but just because you're straight doesn't mean you can't get married.
As the
It doesn't mean we can't get married.
Exactly.
Yes,
So I'm not trying to
that's
create
the-
a weird ship, I promise. It's just because you stated that AJ has a girlfriend, so like that means he can't have a best friend. So that's like the law, right? Of like,
I'm not married by 50. I'm downloading every single dating app.
as the diversity of the strikers.
You know what, AJX, who is your best friend in the community?
Oh, in the community.
Yeah, who would you
Ooh.
choose as your best man for your
Does
wedding?
this-
Yeah.
does- well,
If you
my-
had to
my
pick someone from your
actual-
online life to be your best man,
Okay.
who would
Nah,
it
AJX. That's
Little
despicable.
pictures.
Mm.
be? Little Pictures would be
Fair
your
enough.
best man.
Yes.
Fair enough.
If
Yeah.
that didn't pick up, Mighty left and rejoined.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Little Pictures would be my best woman, yes.
No.
I said best man.
It would, yes. I'm not sexist.
Okay, but let's
We're
say
in
there's best
2024,
woman
my
and
brothers.
best
You
man.
said best friend. You also said best friend.
That was
Yeah.
Ian. Hold on, I'm a different person.
Well, mate, bros, we're in 2024, so you can't really just assume.
No, I'm not. I'm saying there's two different ones.
I will also say I have an actual real life best friend.
Yeah, no, but we're
slash
saying if you
brother,
didn't
and
have
then
that.
2 extra brothers. So we're
Oh,
really whittling
brothers
down the
aren't-
list.
Yeah, but we were
Oh,
saying
wait, you can have
online.
family as
They're
your
not
best
online.
man?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have family as your best man.
What about you, Mighty and Milk? If you had to,
You can
pick
also have
someone from
multiple
online?
best men.
I can't imagine it because I've never felt love.
That's so low.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry.
What about you, Orbitz?
I don't even follow up with that.
Wait, no, Milk had a follow up, didn't they?
Oh, okay. Yes, go in.
What was the question?
If you had to
It's-
pick
it's-
someone from your online life to be your best man, but you can't choose Mighty Brothers, who would it be?
What?
No, because
If I
Mighty Brothers
can't
is an
choose
obvious
Mighty
answer, but
Brothers?
that's an easy answer. It's an easy answer because you're best friends. So we're gonna.
But I want to hear it.
Okay, cool. Then you can include Mighty Brothers if you want to. It'd be so funny if he doesn't now. Please don't.
It would be my name.
What about you,
But
Inside Orbitz?
if we were banning Mighty, then it would be AJX.
Yeah, get in there. Suck
See,
an
Twiggy,
egg.
you're not
Twiggy.
even close,
Suck
dickhead.
an egg.
This might sound like so lonely. I actually don't really have anyone IRL anyways to be my best man.
Aw.
But I don't really talk to people. There's like one person who's
Oh,
been
IRL,
messaging me because of my
yes.
birthday.
You should make your girlfriend your best man.
Actually, that's a solid idea. No, you're right. She can be my bride and my best man at the same time.
Dave
Exactly.
would be a great best
I mean,
man.
yeah, we call her Dave anyway, so you know she can just kind of switch between the two. She meet Dave and her. I nearly said her IRL name there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
No.
well done.
Irene.
No, I mean, I would have trusted Milk and Mighty not to share, and I would have just cut out anyways. It's fine. If I had to pick, so it'd be you, AJ. And
Yeah.
it's probably anyways, like you know, not to make it all weird and shit, but considering I have nobody else that I can think of
Aw.
other than my brother, and he's not being my best man.
No, there's your
And Frost.
There's oh, I can't remember his
yeah,
name.
exactly. You're saying Des, you can't think of anyone.
No, I am thinking of someone, but I can't remember his name.
I would choose It's Eagles
The
Piggles.
American you're seeing. later in the
Oh,
year.
potato pie. No.
Yeah, potato pie.
I like we're friends still, but we're not as close as you and I are, I guess.
Thank you,
So-
thank you. I am truly honoured, and if I could have multiple best men, you'd all be my best.
Oh.
Yay!
It's Eagles Piggles.
Yeah, sorry. I
fair enough.
I think you need to talk to him first, man.
think you need to be friends with him first.
Well, not really. I mean, if
Wait.
I mean, I'm sure my brothers has good convincing skills.
Yeah.
It's
I'll give you 20 quid.
If I outfrag you in this tournament, will you be my best man?
Easy
You
light work.
left. Why did you leave and join back?
No,
What's
what?
he
I didn't
doing
leave.
there?
What do you
He
mean?
didn't leave. He didn't leave.
Oh, it was maybe because I clicked on Discord.
Yeah, probably.
So like it was visible
Um,
earlier. Oh, my bad. Oops.
Yeah, I think I would pick.
Little pictures. Yeah, we made that. But you made that very clear. That you don't want any of us, AJ. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. I'd also pick Anne Frost. Good pick.
I thought I was doing like a good job of being in comp with Debbie, and now I'm not even like best in the best man debate. Like it's really sad.
What in
You
competition
see him once a week, you Inside Orbitz.
to be
No, me and AJ always
romantic?
talking all the time. No, but like, no, what's that like thing that I sent to Debbie? Because she replied,
yeah,
she
yes, I
replied with
saw
like,
this.
you know, bro wants my man so bad. So I replied with the VAR remote.
You're not the only one as well. There's a few people out there that.
Well, you're a good-looking lad. That's why, you know.
I'm aware.
Right.
Very
Anyways, moving on. More about Mighty Brothers and WeChokeOnMilk instead of bigging up your ego. Event scene. You guys are both pretty good at events. We'll talk about One Shot Royale. We're obviously going to talk about One Shot Royale, but we'll probably leave it till a bit later. We can kind of get to know you guys more. You're both pretty good at events. Where would you class yourself as like if you had to tier yourself? I think I know the answer, but I'm asking anyways.
If I had to tier myself, probably like middle of A tier, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think Ian's an interesting player because, I think he's got a lot better technically since he's turned off view bobbing.
Well, I've always had
View
view
botting?
bobbing off. View bobbing.
Oh, sorry. I was about to say.
No, I've always had that off. I turned VSync off.
Yes. I think Ian is one of the smartest players there is in the event scene. I think he's got the big brains.
I'm very consistent at getting around like 10th to 15th in any given event, and then sometimes I also do really well. But
Yes.
in that sense, I would say, like, as an MCC comparison, I would like compare myself to like, I don't know, a Tapple in placements, maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's a fair perspective. And Mightybrothers1, what would you rate yourself as a tier?
Awesome.
No, as a tier. No,
No, S tier then. S tier.
You ain't tell us a little bit.
Awesome ain't S tier. He is the best event
S
player.
plus?
So,
I'm at low S.
according to that one statistic.
This isn't
You
a
think
joke.
Low
sorry.
S, high A. I'm literally just gave you my answer,
No,
bro.
sorry,
What do you mean
no.
this isn't a joke?
No, sorry, I'm about to say something. I'm saying what I'm about to say isn't a joke. I don't mean this as like a dig, it's just more of a genuine question. What tournaments have you played in that like classes you an S tier?
I get at least top 10 every single
No, but
tournament.
that's what I'm saying. What tournament? Because like in my humble opinion, I can't really like count crown quests on the rankings. I just can't count it as like a tournament to be able to rank yourself. But what other tournaments have you played in? So like be able to like that you've played.
Minecraft, listen, there's not gonna be a lot.
I'm
but
not, yeah,
Minecraft
it's not a
Mania.
big deal. I'm just asking a genuine question.
Minecraft Mania.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I guess Minecraft Showdown, but that doesn't exist anymore.
But you played it, so that's fine. That still counts.
I did
Yeah,
play it
you were the best
and get
player
top
in
3
Minecraft
every single
Showdown.
time, most of the time
Yeah.
first. I don't know, Chaos Clash, I think I got top 10. It's
Yeah,
kind of
you
just
did.
continuous Minecraft
Yeah, I
Mania
think you did.
and Crown Quests.
I think it's beyond just top 10s. It's always outranking your teammates.
Oh yeah, also Blissful, you got
bragging.
fourth. You got
Oh,
fourth
yeah.
on like what, a 7th place team?
Yeah,
So you reckon if you join like other tournaments you're not in there, you couldn't like consistently place top 10?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
I
I think, let's say I was in Mayhem. Maybe first event I would get like 12th though. I don't know. I could do better.
Interesting you specified Mayhem there.
Well, because it's like a really big event that is reachable, but I'm
Oh,
not in.
see,
Not
now,
reach-
now
not
you're
reachable
picking up.
yet.
Oh, AJ. Do we continue?
I didn't
should we
even
continue
talk
to
about
get
the
media
event.
booster?
What do you mean?
You literally just said
I
it's
said
a
it's
big event.
reachable.
we love mayhem. We love mayhem in this house.
I love Minecraft Mayhem. I'll sub it.
Hey guys!
Milk is subbing in. That's true.
Hey guys!
I actually remember doing a podcast. Like Shalom was like the second podcast I did, like the return.
It was the first one I listened to.
It was the first guest podcast of the return. So I did one with Potato Pie talking about the return, and then I did it with Shalom the first interview.
Yeah. Look at full circle now.
Now we're saying with Mighty and Milk.
Mighty and Milk.
Yeah,
With
like-
my milk.
No, but
I'm
that's
sorry.
what?
Hey
I
guys, I'm
heard
Richard
with
Milk.
my milk. I was
No,
like, what?
Mighty and Milk.
Fair enough.
I can't drink cow's milk. I'm not lactose intolerant. I just can't drink cow's milk.
Because why?
It gives me a stomach ache, but only milk.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Are you
I could
sure
drink,
you're
like,
not
oat milk
lactose
and stuff.
intolerant?
No, because I can eat yogurt and chocolate and stuff. I just
It's-
have,
but that's got less milk in.
I just
so
can't
you
drink
might-
I have
milk.
some really random sad news, guys.
I just can't drink milk, and I'm intolerant to soy sauce.
What's the
Even I
really
ate it
random-
earlier. You go on Mighty Brothers 1.
I forgot to put Parmesan cheese on my spaghetti bolognese.
Are you eating it right now?
No!
I can eat cheese. I can eat cheese.
I bought it £2.60 by the way. I bought it specially for this, and I just forgot to use it.
What for the
For the
podcast?
bolognese, not for the podcast.
You bought it specifically for the podcast. It's a bit of a weird thing, right?
Yeah, do you want me to get a snack right now?
You are a snack, my brothers. You don't need to get one. Oh, he's turned on his face cam for context here, for the listeners. They can't see that. No, am I gonna?
Sorry.
Now am I gonna scare my viewers with that? Anyways.
I'm interested. You've both been in many events. There's a lot of events around, especially nowadays. The event scene is becoming bigger and bigger. What would you count as your event, right? What do you think you are best in an event setting?
As far
This time within.
As in, yeah, I
As
guess
far
like
as
what
I-
tournament are you known for? Yeah.
For some ungodly reason, the event that I'm best at is Fruit Wars. I have no idea how that
Oh, I
happened.
forgot that existed.
What's it? Recently I've just had a streak of being like, I don't know, closer to like 20th in events, and then just Fruit Wars out of nowhere, I just get like a second indiv, and I'm like, okay. And that is also like the only event besides Minecraft Showdown that I have won, and I've gotten 3 wins on it. So it's like,
Ian is famously never won Crown Quest.
yeah, I have not won Crown Quest. It's mostly
Very
because
embarrassing.
the finale is RNG, bro.
Some
Bro, I want
people
it
have
for
won
fun,
it.
bro.
I remember,
Yes.
and not to speak ill of them, but I had a very bad first experience with Twiggy. I'm over it now because obviously like me and
No,
Twiggy
speak ill of
before. But what?
No, speak your mind. This is a safe space.
No, I'm going to. I was planning to anyway. You didn't need to give me permission. I was going to say my podcast.
Oh my
I can say what I want. Like, I was in the Crown Quest with It's Eagles Piggles and 2 other people. We made it very far, and we were doing good in the finals as well. Then I'm Twiggy, their team, and like 5 other teams just cross-teamed against us because I had It's Eagles Piggles on my team, and they were like, "Oh my god, we must kill It's Eagles Piggles." And after that, I left Crown Quest and said I'm never playing it again. And
I do remember that. I was your team admin.
Whoops.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's how because that's how I got like closer to knowing who you were. That was great. I got really mad at I'm Twiggy because it was just teaming with like 3 other teams, and then I didn't know what the strikers were at the time, and yeah.
I don't know if we were called the Strikers then.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but you were
actually,
I didn't know you were a group, but there you go.
that's a good transition. Shall we talk about the strikers?
But Mighty didn't give their answer.
Oh, sorry, Mighty. I apologise.
See, Mighty, I wouldn't forget about you.
Thanks, it's Orbitzz.
Anyways, moving
Yes.
on.
First time. So basically, I honestly, so the question was the event you're known for, right?
Yeah, like when you
Yeah,
think
the
Mighty
I
event
don't
you're best
really,
at, yeah,
I don't
go
really
on.
feel like I'm known anywhere much, but probably Crown Quest is the one I do the best in, if not Mania, because I've got a consistent top like 7s in Mania. I don't really have much else to say. I can't lie. I'm not that big yet. Next year,
That's
I will
fair.
be.
Next year. Oh, okay. We're gonna see
Ooh.
the pop-up arc.
Yeah, it's
Mighty
only 7
Bros.
months away. Let's go.
No, a year today we check on it.
Oh my
Well,
god,
I'm
A year
down
today
May.
is when you'll actually be good. Is that what you're saying?
Probably, hopefully, maybe.
That's a long time, Mighty. Why don't you aim for like 4 months?
Not that good.
Do you know what I've
Too
always been
focused,
taught?
too
Alright.
focused on the gym, bro.
Do you know what I've been taught? We choke on milk, and I gave this philosophy to AJX.
Alright,
When
what's
you
up?
go into an exam, if you're doing the exam and you're hoping or expecting to get an A, and you end up getting a C, you'll be really, really disappointed. But if you go into the exam and you go, I want to get a C, or like at least a minimum I get a C, and then you end up getting an A, you'll be really, really happy. So shoot for mediocre goals and be impressed by higher achievements, rather than shoot for higher achievements and be sad with mediocre achievement. There you go.
I agree with that.
So
Shoot
set it for a year.
Shoot
and
for
then-
the stars, and if you miss, hit the moon.
Exactly. Set it for a year and be happy when you pop off in 4 months. There you go, see? Rather than the other way around.
I like that mindset.
Thank
but what
you.
happens if you shoot for an A and you get an A?
Well, then the philosophy doesn't work. Well, no, it still does technically because you aimed high and got high. But then it's just it's a safety net, isn't it? Like with the podcast, I'm like, oh, I want this.
Ain't
video
that
to
from
do
Animal
well.
Crossing?
Why have you brought up Animal Crossing? What's the content?
The net, bro.
What does Animal Crossing have to do with it?
Bug catcher, bro, in the net.
Right, go on, do your perfect transition, AJ.
Yes, talking of which, you are in a group, a little known group, I think, not very big, called the
say we.
Strikers. Yeah, I guess I should say we. Choke on milk. I want to know, right, because I don't have your guys' perspective, because we were all invited by I'm Twiggy in the end. We were all invited to that group. How did the Strikers come about on based on your guys' views? And Mighty can start with this one.
So basically, like, Man was already friends of Twiggy HD and We Choke on Milk. I didn't really know AJX. I didn't even know he had
This is very funny.
I didn't know he had a YouTube channel or anything. So Twiggy says to me, do you want to join us in this Crown Quest event? Because apparently Randy was letting them bring someone up like who's never been in Crown Quest or something. It's for a test before like I played any canned events or just events. So then I get invited because Ian and Twiggy, well, I think what they said was I'm good at the game. And then AJX said he finds me funny. So they all said yeah, and then Twiggy invited me, and then like we just kept a group and kept talking to each other after the event because we had so much fun in that event. Like we destroyed everyone, so we just trolled in the hunt. We were critting people out left, right, and centre, bro. Just with our
amazing.
fists. It was great.
I specifically, and this is an argument that I think we've all made, Twiggy, me, and Ian, that we all invited you, or were the ones that wanted to invite you, and it was me. It was definitely me.
So
I
did they
wanted
not say
Mighty Bros.
anything for it either?
No, they were all for it. I was like, I just didn't. I knew you were funny. I'd seen you on a few streams from another InsideMC guest, Lockie Ness, and
I did used to go on this a lot.
yes, and I was like, this guy is very funny. I'd like to team with him. And yeah, I didn't even have any idea you were one, very good, and two, that you even knew Twiggy and Ian as well as you did. So that was just luck. Ian, what about you? How's your version of the events?
We were just finished with, I think, Crown Quest 2, it was. I think Charity came after Crown Quest 2. Twiggy comes up to me and says, hey, me and AJX are forming a squad for Charity. Would you want to be in? And I was like, all right, I'll go in. Because Twiggy, I wanted to talk to you more and team with in events more because we knew about each other for a while, but we never actually got to talk to each other too much. So we can finally team with each other in an event, and that was really cool. And then Ajax, I didn't really know as a person at all, but I knew that he was like a YouTuber, and I thought that was pretty cool. I did want to interact with him eventually, so it did look like a pretty cool team. And then I did look back at our DM. and Twiggy did tell me that he wants to bring Mighty into the squad if possible. And I was like, all right, that's awesome. So we got our 4-stack formed, and I don't think Randy actually cared about balancing, because if he knew how good Mighty was, there was no way we would be teamed with each other, because I did just get first indiv in the last event. But no, what's it? We ran into... Wait, no, it wasn't charity. I forget. It was like a test. I forget. It was a test, not charity. But we ran into the event. We just kind of memed on everyone. It was such a funny team, and we just loved hanging out with each other. So we just made it an actual group chat, and we became a semi-prominent group of the event scene.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect explanation. I think you were the one that came up with our name, right? How did you come up with that name?
The Strikers?
Yes, not our previous name.
I think I came up with both, but...
Oh, did you?
Want to talk about the previous name?
The previous name was not Aussie 4-stack.
Yeah. I swear, except from Haircut Boys, there was another one which we were going to choose.
I think you suggested some like Ninjago type one.
Yeah, but there's never mind, doesn't matter. So basically, me and Ian really love Blue Lock, so then you guys have not seen it at all. I was fine with being good that. And then we watched it and it was great.
Yeah, we watched it, and then we decided it was time to change the name from the not Aussie 4-stack because it was a funny name, but also really stupid.
And they started hating us.
No, they didn't start hating us, but
I think for competitive reasons, it was a poor idea, and and the choice.
It was always just like a meme name from the start. So
Also,
I suggested, what if we just called ourselves the Strikers? Because that was really cool. It just sounded like a really cool name. It gives us a nice, like, somewhat threatening aura. It was going to be very memorable. I don't think anyone else on the internet, at least, no like gaming group calls themselves the Strikers.
No.
And I just thought it was a really cool name. And they were like, oh, all right, let's think of other names as well. And then AJX comes up with the Haircut Boys.
We should have context for it, right? We all had a haircut on the same day when we were trying to come up with these names. All of us had.
And as cool as that was, that just wasn't a good name.
I've realised the other name was the Underdogs. But there is already a group called that. Mm-hmm. But that would have been funny.
But yeah, the Strikers just kind of stuck. So that is what we call ourselves, and that is our name.
And everyone thinks we're too good for the event scene. They think we're overpowered.
No, we are like a perfectly balanced, if not underbalanced, team for a lot of events.
I think this is back when everyone thought I was quite good.
Yeah, because I remember we tried to like 4-stack for Mania and we got like 7th place team.
Yeah, we got ruined.
I feel like your team is like, I don't know though, because you have like Twiggy who's Twiggy's good, right?
In all fairness, me and Twiggy have both gotten stronger.
Yeah, and then Mighty is the mightiest of Mighty brothers, and then AJX is on their training arc.
Yes, I think the big thing is that we are really good at Crown Quest. All of us excel quite good at Crown Quest. I think that's Twiggy's best event. I think it's Mighty's best event. I think he even is my best event. So,
and I was also pretty good at the event back in the day.
Yes, you definitely you were.
In the test, both me and Mighty broke the technical coin record at the time. So in the same event,
and I got 8th. And Orbitzz, you know me, I shouldn't get 8th.
Well, you fragged me in Tomorrow, and that's when I knew my tournament arc was over.
I outpositioned you. To out-frank, we'd have to be on the same team.
But you knew what I meant. Like,
yeah, but you beat me if we were on the same team. That's what I'm saying.
No, not really. My spacebar is still broken, by the way. My girlfriend was meant to buy me a new one as a present today, for like £10. So it's a £10 keyboard, and then she forgot. So, I mean, I don't really play in events. I'm more casting events, and like we're casting tomorrow if I'm recording this. It's actually kind of funny.
Oh, you've ruined the immersion that this is midweek MC, that we're not recording.
Oh, sorry, yeah, we're recording this on a Saturday because us 3 British people couldn't match time with the Americans, sadly. So
guys, I found another old name.
Oh, go ahead.
It was European Boys plus Ian.
Oh yeah.
I think that was before.
Just said like what I said.
I think that was before the
the 3 out of 4 European boys.
That was a terrible name. I was really bad at names.
While you guys were talking, I checked my numbers on the Fundable, and I matched 2. If I had matched the Fundable as well, I would have won £10. I'm really sad.
What is a fundable?
Do you not do the
Is
lottery?
that a TV show?
No, it's the lottery.
But he's a
Thunderbolts,
student. He does not have the money to do the lottery.
I swear, like, most uni students gamble. Like, I thought that was a whole uni. Like,
Maybe I'm just responsible. How about that?
You know what? Fair enough. Yeah, no, you are responsible. I didn't say you weren't. I just thought that was.
Good job, Mighty.
Oh, yeah, good. Well
No,
done,
no,
Matty.
I'm not.
I didn't
No.
used to be responsible. That's why I quit gambling. Other than a lottery, I do that, but that doesn't count.
You did. I was very happy.
Yeah, because I've lost money on a silly bet.
See, all my
Idiots.
money goes on alcohol, not gambling.
So does mine. I was clearing out my like mini fridge the other day because like it was full of like drinks my girlfriend left. So I was like, it's okay, it's about time we clean it out. And at the very back of the fridge, I found like an entire unopened bottle of Bailey's, and I was like, how did that get there?
Time to down it. Way.
It's a salty caramel. I know it's not the salty caramel one, sadly, but the salty caramel one slaps.
Salted caramel Baileys. What?
Have you never had salty caramel Baileys? Oh my god, have it with a hot chocolate. It slaps so much.
Damn, I've never imagined
It does,
alcohol and
it
hot
does.
chocolate. That
Have you-
sounds pretty banging.
Trust me,
Can't lie.
try Baileys with a hot chocolate, Mighty Brothers. I can't believe you've never heard of
How was
that.
your day?
It's literally called a
Yeah.
there's
That's
a
the
name for it, but I
non-drinkers.
forgot the name. There's literally a name.
Hot Baileys.
No. I remember like talking to Fulham about it. Hold up, it's we don't do it much. It'll be there somewhere. It is called.
Isn't that just a tiramisu? What?
Oh, it might be.
Ah,
Match noise.
No, we lost last second.
Oh, what?
We
Well,
were
not really
winning,
last second,
and then
but-
we
It was 1-1 at
we threw away 2 goals. We were 2-1 ahead, and then they
Oh,
scored within 2 minutes.
It's just called a
Nice.
Bailey's hot chocolate, Mighty Brothers. Trust me, try it. It's so good.
That was well worth the wait.
Man City's going to win the Premier League, aren't they?
No, Arsenal are.
Well,
I hope so.
Oh, for
Well,
context, by the way, listeners, and if you're listening
doesn't-
to this, Dan, because you said you'd probably listen to this because we're meant to be talking about charity. So if you haven't skipped to the charity part and you're listening, I no longer support a team. I just watch football. So
but
yeah.
like, isn't Man City against like Tottenham, and you can't really trust them to make them make Man City
Well,
do bad.
they want
Man City
Champions
do
League
well, they
football,
win,
That's
no?
the issue.
Yeah, and Tottenham are Arsenal's biggest rivals.
But are they really going to throw away Champions League placement for fucking?
Do they just need like a draw for Arsenal to win, maybe? Like
no,
Man City, and
Man City
Tottenham.
need to lose if Arsenal are going to win the league. I think.
Welcome to the Inside Football Podcast. That was actually a concept once, wasn't it, Orbitzz?
Well, no, we were actually meant to do a podcast having me, you, Jack, Cass, and Bender or something at the end of the Premier League season. But in the end, I ended up booking in too many
Hey,
guests.
the end of
and
the
then
Premier
realised-
League season is soon, you know.
No, I know. So that this can technically count as like the bit instead of like doing a whole podcast about it. Because then I realised I actually didn't want to. So
Ian's regretting bringing out football now, by the way.
do you want to hear an old concept for this podcast used
love
to be
football.
called?
Nah.
Since you're so intrigued to hear Mighty Brothers 1,
I am actually.
the original, like how you guys talking about strikers' names and stuff. There was a concept of Inside Minecraft, which was actually its old name, Inside Minecraft, before like EULA or whatever, which I wouldn't have actually been affected. But I think Inside MC is definitely a lot better anyway, so I'm kind of glad I ended up rebranding. The original concept and name, and I nearly went with because until somebody agreed with it, and I went, okay, if you agree with it, that means it's a bad idea. Was Out of Orbitzz.
God damn.
So,
Yeah, I think you made the right decision.
hey guys, welcome back to Out of Orbits. Like, so,
The words come out of you.
what?
Love football.
The words you speak come out of you, bro.
So speaking of the strikers, what position do you guys play in football? Or in your case,
Striker.
Soccer.
Striker.
Actually, you both never played football, I'm guessing.
I have
'Cause
played
you have
football, actually.
No,
No, I
interest.
have.
Well, you've actually played
Okay.
strikers, mate. Striker.
I used to, when I was a young lad, I actually mostly played midfielder or goalkeeper
So why did you say striker then?
because they're cool.
So, but you lied.
No, you said, what would you want to play?
No, what do you play? Like, if right now that someone formed like a Minecraft
Yeah, I'd
football
probably
team
be
and
midfielder.
invited you.
I didn't really
Okay.
like when I used to
I
be a
think you'd
goalkeeper
make
because
a-
it was scary.
Really good centre back.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think my two.
Nah, that's boring.
Especially with the gym sessions. I reckon
boring,
it'd
though.
be amazing.
It's not about being boring. Though. It's about winning games, mate, brothers.
No, it's about scoring goals. I'll be Bruno Fernandes. He's technically
This so
right?
I actually have
I'm not done
something.
yet.
He is a cam, yes, or a midfielder, I guess. I personally, so this is maybe lame. So I apologize. I play Football Manager, and for a bit I had a tactic that was 3 strikers and 1 cam, or one
I remember
cam isn't really It's just an attacking mid. I was using FIFA terms, but for a long while, that's how I imagined the strikers. That those three are all the strikers, and I'm the attacking mid behind them, trying to assist them. So yeah.
What about you, Milk?
Even though I am a CDM.
What's it? I believe when I played football, I was a midfielder for the games. I didn't play for too long. I think I played for like 1 season, but I'm just not an athletic guy. I didn't really do too well out there, but I had fun, and I mean, I played my part pretty well.
Fair enough.
There's one thing I loved about being a goalkeeper, which was whenever you get a save, everyone just cheers for you on your team, and they come up and you're like, yes, get in!
Oh.
They're all hyping you up, bro.
Do you want to know a fun fact about goalkeepers, Mighty Brothers1?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know a team has never lost a game in which they haven't conceded in?
You dumb. Yeah, that's obvious, bro.
I also don't think that is true, because I think penalties count, do they not?
Not according to Rodri and Man City, they don't. No.
Oh,
Rodri's
true,
still unbeaten
yeah.
in over 300
Rodri is
whatever
the
days. So apparently, no, losing on penalties doesn't count. So I'd play
GG.
CDM in case you cared. I'd play CDM.
Me too.
That's pretty cool.
That's
pretty cool.
interesting that we're all saying we're playing midfield.
So I'm really good when it comes to passing. I actually have like videos on my phone of it. Like I can very good at long passing. I remember once I actually got signed to a Sunday league team without going to training. So then I went to training one time. They absolutely loved me and said, actually, I don't want to do this, and I left.
Did you?
I went to
I was in
a team and they went, I don't want you.
Well, to be fair, this team was in shambles and they needed somebody who could actually pass, and I was like, oh my god, your passing is good. And I was like, thank you, but your team is shit. And then I never.
Well, mine was just like not very competitive, just like Sunday league, just a small village, They didn't really care if we did shit, and we always did shit, but it wasn't my fault.
Well, you were in goal, no? So.
No, that was the time I played midfielder. I played in goal. It's sixth form, not sixth form. That's too late.
What did you guys call goalie?
What?
You guys call it goalie?
What is that?
Where
What are you
so
talking
basically
about?
you're in like a football cage, right? And there's a line in the middle, the halfway line, and you have one person in either goal, and you can't shoot past the halfway line, and you have to score into the other net. It's called goalie.
Never heard of it.
Have you never even heard of the game at all?
No.
I don't expect you to, Milk, to be fair. But
No,
yeah, I
never
can't believe
heard of that
you've
at all.
never. Basically, there's two goalkeepers. There's two people in goal. You're in like your football cage, and there's the halfway line, and you have to try and score into the other net, but you're not allowed to shoot past the halfway line. And if you kick the ball over the cage or past the halfway line, whoever gets the ball first and kicks it back in, it'll either be a penalty or you can stop yourself from getting conceding a penalty. Oh my god! Because I made a tweet about it, and no one really
Yeah, I've
responded.
never
to
heard of that at all.
What about run-outs? Have you guys ever heard of run-outs?
That sounds like something from cricket.
I made the tweet about it where there's a tree and there's runners and there's hiders, and you have to run, and then the hunters try and get to the runners, and you have to touch the tree without getting caught.
That sounds like
it.
Sounds like a primary school game, bro.
Called what, AJ?
Bulldog.
Oh, no,
I
bulldog
love
is where you have
bulldog.
to run from one side to the other side without getting touched, right?
Yeah.
No, this is different. I guess it's just where I grew up, it was different. I mean, to be fair, nowadays, and then when I look out my window, nobody really goes out to play football anymore, which is sad compared to how they used to.
It's sad. Anyway,
Yeah,
Enough about football.
Minecraft podcast.
This interview is going to, now it's time to talk about one of the biggest events of our time on the entire internet. The one, the only One Shot Royale. And I've got a question for Ian first. How did you come up with One Shot Royale? Because it's so simple and yet so brilliant. What went through your head to come up with this?
Yes. So originally this was supposed to be a one-off YouTube video. So I was kind of just brainstorming because the only video that I had worked on recently, I was Minecraft related, was the MCCI water fight one, which wasn't really that special at all. So I wanted another good Minecraft video that I can make. So I was thinking about if there was any way I could do a more different Minecraft social game type of video. Because I was really into social game. I still am interested in social games. I watch Survivor, stuff like that. And I wanted to kind of see if there's any way I could incorporate proximity chat into an elimination event with Minecraft. And then I was thinking more so, have you guys ever seen the movie, I think it's called The Circle, where I think the TV show is different,
I
but
only
The Circle,
know Minecraft.
Defo.
The Circle was a movie where everyone got abducted to a spaceship. There's 50 different people, I think, and there's a time limit until you had to vote people to get quote unquote eliminated. They got killed. different like types of people like around the world have different race, different like personalities, stuff like that. I took some inspiration from that, so I decided to just get a map for Minecraft. I get like 25 to 30 people, give everyone 3 minutes to like socialize with each other, and after that's up, everyone gets a crossbow. Once one person dies, the crossbows are taken away, and another 3-minute cycle starts until there's only one person left, and that is how One Shot Royale was formed.
Damn. And that started a revolution. Mighty, this
hi.
question is for you. How so where do you join, right? Where do you start coding for this event?
I mean, it was just like, when Ian put it in Strikers Discord saying, this is an idea I want to do for a video, what do you guys think? And then he went forward with it. And then he was like, because I don't know if did you know I was a coder at the time? I don't know. But I'm assuming you just came to me because I was the first coder that you knew. Because I worked on Minecraft Showdown. And then I just made it into reality, I guess.
Yeah, well, so I knew you were a coder from your own tournament, the Minecraft tournament.
That did happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering if you could like code for the event, and you're like, sure. And I was like, yay! Hooray!
How easy was it to code, Mighty? Like, how long did it take you to get everything in place? For the first event, we're talking, like the basics.
Oh, for the first event, yeah, okay. That was a long time ago, bro. I mean,
if I'm not mistaken, it only took us like an hour, right?
Yeah, probably. Just because the initial stuff are really simple with the way that I did it. So, yeah, not that long. The thing that took me ages was the gulag because I had to figure out logic for it first. So I wrote out the code in Notepad. I was like, no, that doesn't work. So I had to do it all again. And then I had to put it in. And that took me... Wait, how long did I say to you it took? I can't remember, Ian. I said it was a long time.
Yeah,
like
it did take you a while. I don't know how much time you actually spent on the coding part, but it took you a couple of days to figure it out.
Yeah.
What I love about One Shot Royale is it's the only event where a game, i.e. the gulag, can so consistently go wrong. However, no one ever complains.
I don't know how
not in like a horrible way. Like, you will figure out at one point, but I don't think the gulag has like been done or properly like ready yet. But no one's ever had an issue with it. Like, every single time it's happened, everyone's been completely fine. So
yeah, I will say
the smoothest it went was charity.
Sorry?
The smoothest it went was charity.
But
we'll charity.
We'll talk about that. I mean, you can mention it now. I'm just saying we'll talk about the actual event itself soon.
As far as like the gulag for the latest event, it worked perfectly fine. Besides this weird bug where it's just like 2 people that are dead for some reason don't get TP'd, and I don't know why, but we already have a fix for that. I just pressed the buttons wrong in the charity events. I just pressed them in the wrong order, so just stuff happened when they weren't supposed to. But I mean, besides that, everything did work perfectly fine. So it was pretty cool.
So you mentioned how when you how you was going to do a one-time thing, you was like, oh, like, we're going to do this and it'll be a cool video concept. So why are we now like a good few event deep if it was only meant to be a one-time thing?
Yeah, that's mostly because I thought, in all fairness, I thought it would work well. I thought that this is an awesome video idea that I wanted to fully commit to, and I did it. And then I was like making the actual, I think it was like during the editing process for the YouTube. It was like incredibly fun to watch, like how the different perspectives of everyone at the event unfolded, because there's so much happening, and that everyone that played in it had a lot of fun with it. So I was like, why not make this a recurring thing? What if we actually just made this into an event? And I think that is kind of how it started to form. Because we're not even close to the most professional event, but it works. And that is kind of what matters with Minecraft events. Because literally the only staff that I have for an event is myself and Mighty.
Yeah.
Because that's all we need, realistically.
I mean, you say that like, it's not even close to being one of the most professional events, but it is. Is it just because it's not got this like really cool music or really cool graphics when you press pause? That doesn't mean it's not professional. It's like the only reason, and I'll name drop like Minecraft Mayhem just only because I work on it, so I can do it without feeling so worried. The only reason that comes off as so professional is because it's got like, it's this whole tournament aspect, the voting, assists, blah 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 blah. But One Shot Royale is a completely different concept, and it's a completely original concept as well.
And yeah, what's it? I knew
that means it's professional. It's just not like I do this and this and this, because there's no need for you to do it.
It is professional. I will say that. I'm just saying, like, how do I put this?
I mean, Gulag could probably do with some intense music.
I'm more like open to just having fun and doing whatever with the event as long as it doesn't like mess with it, you know?
But that's doing that. But
Like-
that's working completely fine. I mean, people seem to love it, and people.
Mhm.
But the thing about One Shot Royale is people know what they're getting into as well. So like, they know that they're signing up for an event where they could die off the start and probably never get to play again. And that's like why I stopped signing up, because it made me really sad.
Like the people in it make it professional because they're the ones who decide what happens all the time because they're the ones just talking to each other. So
And they can handle it as well. They're not like moaning, they're not complaining, they're not screaming, crying when they die. Like they're acting professional because once again they know what they're getting into, so they physically can't get annoyed at the event. With like the other tournaments like Minecraft Mayhem, they can get a bit annoyed at their performance, blah 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 blah. But if you get shot before someone else does, there's nothing to cry about with your performance. You can't get angry. You're just like, oh, I'm out.
Yeah, no, One Shot Royale is not a competitive event. It is like probably the single hardest event to win, but it is not a competitive event whatsoever.
Yeah. Sorry,
Like-
Mate, I cut you off there as well, by the way. Well, apologies.
fine.
What's it? When you're playing the event, you are going to almost certainly die. You are going to get betrayed, and there's not really much you can do about it. But that's fine.
GG.
As long as people just make the event as creative as possible, do whatever bits that they want to do, because I know that there's a good chunk of people that don't really play to win. They just play to like make content. Like they just do whatever they want and they have fun. And it just makes the event fun. It's like, yay!
Yup, that's what I do.
Why the name One Shot Right? Oh, Mate, you go.
No, that's perfect.
Oh, I know, it's
I
AJ
didn't-
over my two. Sorry. I forgot AJ was here. It was so silent. Go on, AJ. You talk. You've been very quiet. Go on, your turn.
No, I think that's a good question. Why the name One Shot Royale?
Like the one shot obviously makes sense, but like why Royale as like a fight? Why not just one shot?
The one shot part was pretty easy. Everyone dies with an arrow shot. Royale, I wanted it because it is kind of a tournament. It's not like event like minigame style, but it is still kind of a tournament where there is going to be a winner. And it is more so this like not Minecraft survival games, but more survival games-esque formula where it's just completely solo players all playing individually because there is only one winner at the end. So I wanted just to have like just something that signifies that. So I thought Royale was probably the best fitting for the name. I didn't really think too much on the name because I mean, as long as it works, I was happy with it. But Royale, I think, was the best fit out of the ones that I thought of.
Yeah. I have a question for both of you though.
Aye.
What's been your favourite event thus far?
Charity.
What's your favourite one shot? Charity? Straight out with charity?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
any reason why?
Well, I mean, from a player point of view, because I got to see or talk to some amazing people, and also the amount of money is obvious, but like, smoothness as well. It went smooth because there was that one event where it just kept kicking people saying chat validation error. That really pissed me off for no reason. It did that. And we fixed it, but it still was a bit bugged. Yeah, charity.
Yourself, Milk.
I would. It would be charity. Like besides charity, I would say 5. But as far as charity goes, like it ran super well. We raised £2,000 for charity. Every single person in there was super entertaining to watch, and I had a lot of fun spectating the event. And it was definitely the most chaotic event that we've ever had by a lot.
From the revives.
Yeah, no, there were like 30 revives throughout the entire event, which is crazy. But-
I hate to be picky on numbers, but I believe it was 27. Sorry, I know. I should just let you have the. Hold on, let me double. Is it 27 or?
But besides that, I think 5 was also a really good one where everyone was just having fun with it. I don't think there was like any beef or anything, because with it being a social event, there is going to be beef because some people don't like other people, but it's like, whatever, just ignore them. You don't have to be around them in the event. You could kill them if you want. Who cares?
I think you've done a really good job there because it is incredibly competitive. Like, and like it's not meant to be, right? I take it every time I've been in it, and I've been in it 4 or 5 times. But every time I'm in it, I'm there to do funny bits. Not to win it. I'm there to just do a bunch of fun and to just be silly. But some people are there to win, and that means that you're going to be annoyed when you're killed, especially because there is betrayal that happens as well. There's a lot of betrayal. My favourite betrayal was Chan Diggity Dog on Wubdub, only to then die in the last two. He killed Wubdub in the final three, who he was teamed with the entire time, and then at the very end. So that's always been very funny. But, people still are able to get along even after, and I think that's special in this type of event.
Yours, AJ, your favourite one from being a player?
I think one's my favourite. I just think it was very raw and funny, and Danny Milksop's winning from saying they were going to do a Hamilton-like duel and then betraying the person.
Was it Olive Hoodies, I believe, I think?
Would be funny.
It
was Moody's.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Olive Hoodies died a bit sooner than that. Yeah,
It was like I thought Olive died like third on a horse.
yes, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But there's been. I think the charity event has to go down as the best, just because, as we've said, so much raised for charity, so much raised for amazing cause. I guess we should talk about the charity event.
Okay, I just won't answer my one.
Oh, what's your favourite Orbitz?
I mean, yeah,
My apologies.
obviously charity, but I also do want to give a big shout out to the Rice in Real Time Masterclass.
Yeah, true.
The Rise in Real Time Masterclass. That was so fun.
That one,
Boosts his ego.
I remember watching that. That was good. So
Yes, that
pretty
was
good.
amazing.
The classic Rice in Real
Like
Time
the 5v1 or
1v6
something.
win the event.
Oh yeah, that.
I think I kept yelling in chat, "My Jesus," because that was when.
That's the god bit.
Yeah, in the law, I am the god of One Shot Royale. So.
it is funny that you say that in the law, because in the charity one, it was mainly the Orocat, because he was the first person to die, and he was just using his voice mod in everyone's ears to just sound like God.
Unofficial.
What do you mean unofficial?
I am the official god.
Oh, yeah, got you, sorry. I mean, charity was a non-canon event, so you're the canon god, he's the non-canon god.
Yeah. The lore is going crazy. I wanted to talk about the next about the charity event, and of how that came to be. And I think, I was a part of that, but I think you three obviously did important stuff. So I want to sort of see from each perspective how that came to be, and I guess start with Orbitzz.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was kind of interested to hear
I'm
them
coming
before I
to
say my
interview.
one, but we'll start with mine.
I think the original idea comes down to you though.
I'm actually trying to
starting idea.
I'm trying to find my DM with Milk.
In.
I call them Milk, I don't call them Ian.
I know. I've
I'm
been correcting you the entire time.
I'm trying to find my DMs with Milk. Where is it? Where's the first time that I DM'd you about? Here we go. Oh no, I'm not that no, even further than this, jeez.
Sometime in February, I think.
Was it really that far ago?
Yeah, because it was right before 5, I think.
Oh yeah, okay, so here's the thing I made in March. I forget, it's already been so long since the event itself, actually. So we just come off the back of an event, I remember, the one that I played in. I remember talking to saying to you that I wanted to. No, it wasn't actually. No, because that event was. Where is it? Sorry,
No, it was right before 5. I'm pretty sure.
Trying to find it. Okay, so it's definitely not in 2023. That's way too far ago. So did I even do it over message, or did I just ask you, can I voice call? Oh yeah, we called. Here we go. So I remember I messaged you about something, and then I said, oh yeah, you able to? So on the 3rd of February 2024, you able to voice call real quick about One Shot Royale? If not, we can do it after. Because I remember saying to AJ the idea that I wanted to do, but I said I don't want to be messaging it, so we'll call about it. And then you accepted, and as I remember turning to AJ and being like, oh, he sounds like interested, but he doesn't sound crazy excited. And he was like, that's just Milk's, like Ian's monotone voice, it's fine. I said, okay, that's great. That he is actually excited. So I was like, okay, this is a good start. And then so the concept came from, I was talking to AJ and I said like I'm gonna go on a big rant here. Well, not a big talk about this, by the way, just to cover all the bases. Just be prepared, because you asked me first. I get reached out to by British Red Cross over email. It happened while I was at work, and I remember saying, why Mighty Brothers? Have I just turned on Discord to see that?
I didn't want to say anything.
I'm trying to have a serious talk, and you're just doing that.
Context though is Mighty Slug. You can find
I'm wiggling him.
That's pushed up to Mighty's camera.
Right, so to restart here, and I'm actually going to turn off this thing so I don't get distracted. So I get reached out to by the British Red Cross through email on InsideMC, saying about like a possible collab thing. I was hesitant about it. Happened while I was at work, but like we jumped in a voice call with Dan, or at least I did, and we talked about it. And I said to AJ, this is a pretty cool opportunity. However, I want to be able to actually raise money for it. So there's not really much things you can do through the podcast to be able to raise money for it. We haven't raised anything since the tournament. Then again, I also haven't really promoted it too much, but like there's not really much you can do as a podcast to raise money. So I said to AJ, what can we do? And I said, I'd love to collab with some tournaments. I'd remembered just playing One Shot Royale, and I thought of like instantly, I thought of some really cool incentive ideas that we'll get to talk about in a minute. And I said like, One Shot Royale would be a really, really good tournament to collab with. And I said to AJ, I reckon like with like who I can offer for the event if they accept it, and the fact that you're friends with like Milk and Mighty, that we could probably make this happen. So I reached out to you guys are interested in it. We run it through Mighty as well. Mighty's fine because obviously being the one to code it. And we had things set up in place for like quite a while, and then it came to like announcement time and was like, okay, so we need to tell the Discord firstly about it, about how there's not going to be an event. So I remember you making the announcement, Milk. I helped you write up about the whole there's not going to be an event. It's going to be like a sign up on a special event, blah blah blah. No one had any clue what it was going to be, right? Because we hadn't even hinted at this, so nobody had an idea it was going to be linked to this, because it wasn't like we'd just been collaborating with charity. No one expected this. And then I just started inviting people. Like we discussed on who to invite as subs, all that kind of jazz. A lot of podcast guests obviously didn't accept in playing, but I think the people we did get involved were absolutely amazing. And then we kind of just kept getting people involved, and I sat down like with you guys, and I thought of incentive ideas, and we put them in the group chat that we're calling in right now, funny enough. And a lot of them were like, the launch into the air, blah blah. My proudest incentive is the revive one for £75, because I didn't realize it was gonna raise that much bloody money. Like I think it raised like 1.6 grand alone from people reviving themselves or their friends. Like RB revived themselves twice, Jack got revived by FaZe, and then Jack revived himself. Firebreath Man got revived a few times. Wolfie had a few fans. Aragon Telly by their amazing community. Like it was just amazing. I should have probably prepped what I wanted to say here, because I'm kind of winging this. And then what's good? And then it comes to like the event day, and then it's like people are slowly starting to sub out before the announcements and the event day, and people are like, oh, I can't make it. And then like we're like, crap, we might be short. And I just said to Milk, if we don't have 40 people, it's fine. Let's just run the event. If we're missing 2 people, I'm not going to scatter to get 2 subs. There's no point. Let's just run the event. It's 38. And then like I think it's you, Milk, right? You heard Jack go, oh, like shit, how'd you join this event, Shane, or whatever, blah blah blah. I was like, what, screw it, like fine. Shane's been on the podcast. The only reason I didn't invite them is because like they don't have like amazing DM responses, which isn't a bad thing. They're busy, but like I just haven't hit like other DMs. So I was like, oh, there's no point inviting them. And we invited them in, and they raised like a good amount of money from themselves and stuff. And I was just like, wow. And the event itself just went amazing. Like I was worried at first, AJ, and I remember telling you about it, and I'm happy to say this publicly. I wasn't worried about the event itself. I was worried about how people were going to find it, because I know people knew what they were getting into and they enjoyed it, but I was like, oh, what if this person dies first? So like, but I was just worried about how I was going to go in regards to people dying first or dying early and stuff. But I think it went like as perfect as it could be, like even down to just the winner.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was amazing, and I think the revive system was genius and raised so much money. And yeah, Ian, how did it go for you when it came to the idea and
what's your story?
How it's sort of linked to
view on the story?
Yeah, so just out of nowhere, like I don't know, an hour before One Shot 5, Orbitzz is like, "Can we call?" And I was like, "Give me a second," because I think I was in a call with someone else, but I mean, I just called Orbitzz. He brought up the idea. I thought that sounded really cool. I obviously used my monotone voice, as he said. So I mean, I don't think I do sound as excited with my monotone voice, but I'm obviously very excited. I'm just not too big of an emotion express or
That's
something
fine,
like that.
I wasn't saying in a bad way. I just thought it'd be a funny like thing for the story.
Yeah.
I remember he was like, oh, it did seem like he was that interested. I was like, no, he is really down for this, because you told me. He's so excited for this, and he was like, oh, but yeah.
What's it? As soon as he like brought up the thing and we got it sorted, I immediately wanted to get sorted through the details on how the player roster is going to work, what incentives are we getting, who, if we don't have enough podcast guests, who are we inviting from like the original One Shot roster. I wanted to get everything sorted out as soon as possible, because that is kind of just what I do with One Shot. If I want updates made, I sort it out like pretty much right after the previous event. Like, I want to make sure that everything is sorted well in advance, so we don't have to worry about it like closer to the event day. And then everything did get sorted. I sorted out the subs for the event. Orbitzz mainly took care of the podcast guests. During the event day, people were subbing out. I was pretty much contacting a bunch of people from the sub list. This is basically just an average one shot for me. There's like 5 people that sub out at the start of every event, like every single time for some reason. But for me, it was just an average day. I know Orbitzz was worrying a little bit, but and I obviously worry every time, but it was weird. As far as the Fire Breathman thing happened, Jack just told me to TP to him, and I TP to him, and then Wolfie was talking about like Shane being in his chat and being like, "Hey, I want to join the event." I was like, "Huh? I thought Orbitzz asked you." So I was like, "Orbitzz, you want Shane in the event?" And we were like, "Sure." Don't know why he didn't say so earlier, but that was really funny. And that was one of the subs. Most of the subs did come. No, actually, besides Fire Breathman, all the subs came from like my original one-shot roster, but it was really good to set up. The event ran super well, besides some minor mistakes that I made while pressing the buttons, but it was super fun to watch. That was the most fun I had with an event, and it was really cool.
Just before we get like Mighty view on here, I just want to run through this quickly. It's just like a fun fact here. So based on like, Milk, Ian, you donated £100 at the end of the event, which I saw afterwards, and I thank you for it. As far as Revive goes, right, we got someone for Fire Breath Man, Twiggy did it for Justin because Twiggy had to sub out sadly, Generis for themselves, Ubby for themselves, Cass for themselves, somebody for Wolfie, AJX for themselves, and I'm going from like last to first here, by the way. Somebody for Wolfie, somebody for ARJ, somebody for Kel, somebody for Aragon, somebody for Lombok for themselves, sorry, AJX for themselves, Ubby for themselves, somebody for Wadebox, Justin for themselves, Tortil for themselves, someone for Aragon Telly, someone just donated £50, FaZe did it for Jack, Firebreath Man did it for themselves, Sino did it for Apathy, oh no, they raised £10, oh sorry, Crumbles did it for Aragon, somebody did it for Aragon, I think enough money was raised throughout multiple donations for Apathy, and then yeah, every other donation before that is just like previous donations, so you can kind of see who was raising like the most there, and it's not down to a competition. I mean, we wouldn't have been able to do the event in the first place had not all like 40 people or whoever joined, but like I mean the subs like Firebreath Man and Ubby, they raised like a decent amount, so it's like fortunate subs, you know.
And there was some donations, just not for the event as well. We got some donations beforehand, which were amazing to see as well.
Yeah.
Mightybrothers1.
Hi.
What was your experience of the event, not only as a coder but as a player?
As a coder, I didn't really need to do much. I just needed to add buttons for the incentives. Didn't take too long, so that's fine. As a player, it was great because I was with AJX the whole time, and we were now best friends with Hannah XX Rose for real. It was really nice having the opportunity to talk to big people who I never thought I'd be able to talk to. MCC players and big content creators. It was epic.
I remember sitting in a call with you when you were coding and we did the launch thing, and you did like one launch because that looks like that's too low, and then we couldn't figure out how to do like a larger launch, so then we did the little like bump launch, and you was like, oh, they might not enjoy that. I said, no, this is funny because if someone goes to shoot and they just get bumped up again, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So that was good. That was a good time in the call doing that.
That was epic, especially the end result.
With the whole playing thing, actually, that's something that I forgot to mention. Sorry, I didn't like proper like do my answer because I wasn't expecting to be asked first. You see, so when it comes to you talking about the players and stuff and like the bigger content creators in quotation marks, I think what I'm proud of is like it's just like I mean I've been able to get these guests to come on the podcast, right, and I've been able to get them in like some of them in videos and to talk to them and stuff. But like it was nice to know that I could reach out to these creators and be like, yo, would you like to play in this event here? It's not like a crazy tournament of where you play multiple different games. It is just this, and a lot of them replied with like, yeah, I'm down. So I think that was that kind of like I sat back and I was like, wow, like I thought it's not just a podcast, right? It's not just people coming on like, oh, podcast one and done, never talk to you again. Like I'm able to reach out to you for this and you're actually interested in playing in it, and I think that was cool. To even just get responses and stuff, it was just nice to see that like it was more than just the podcast. And I think it also shows that I probably did a good job on the podcast as well, that they still were willing to take part in something else that I was vouching for, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yay!
What about your perspective, AJ, on the entire thing?
I loved it. Obviously, I was drafted in last second. Originally, I was on the commentary team, and I love commentating for events. One shot, I'd say, is difficult to commentate on because you have to sort of, unless you're with the people that are getting shot and you have no idea who's about to get shot, then it's quite difficult to sort of know what's about to happen. But I got drafted in last second because Twiggy was unfortunately hampered by work. And yeah, it was amazing. I love being in One Shot Royale. It's so much fun. I love doing bits, and I had a bunch of bits. I had a bit where I was planning on killing around with Toph. Then we ended up being with Hannah and Olive Hoodies, jumping off the edge of a cliff, trying to take 360 mountains, trying to take wild pot shots. And then at the end, I decided to become a mailman, but unfortunately, that saw me get killed several times. Yeah, I was delivering messages to different people. It was mainly Jack and Marsky. I was just messaging. I was delivering messages between. So that was very funny. But that's what ended up killing me 3 times because I died 3 times by accident.
Yeah, we had the bounty hunter bit at the start with Toph, but then Toph joined Kel and they stole our bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you might have given me a good incentive idea if we do a future one. Actually, the whole bounty hunter.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. We've already got ideas. This is an ideas session, gentlemen. But yeah, I loved meeting new people. Meeting Hannah was amazing. Sorry, that was my laptop. Meeting. I haven't really been able to hang out with Olive Hoodies before. Yeah, talking to them. I've had interactions with them in the community before, but like actually getting to talk to them is really cool. And then just like people like Arrington getting to see again. There was a whole bit because on my jersey, for my striker jersey, which is a skin in Minecraft we wear as the strikers, I get 60. I have 64, and then Arrington is channel 64, and then ARJ is ARJ64 in the username. So we became 64 as well. Yes, yeah, but we became the A64s for a little bit, and then of course there was the church cult / religion / whatever Wade was doing that was
what was happening, bro?
So there's just so much going on, and that's sort of the perfect combination of One Shot and what it's all about. And yeah, I love it so much. I love being in everyone. I just love meeting these incredible people that I've got to meet through the podcast before, and I've got to meet sort of wildly online before, but actually getting to talk to them and do silly bits and trying to win this crazy competition is just so much fun. But yeah, I loved it. I don't really feel like I have much to add about the sort of build-up phase. I was sort of just here as a thing to bounce ideas off. I just hugely proud of what you managed to do in raising so much money for such an important cause. Is just incredible.
I won't say who it is who came to me, but I remember getting a DM. I think it was actually from 2 people, funny enough. And it was like, one was in a call, one was a DM, and it was like, is it normal for like people to add you after an event? I was like, what do you mean? I was like, oh well, like these people have added me on like Discord, and like I was like, I mean, I'm not sure. I said, but like with an event like One Shot, I said it's like a social event, right? You're meeting new people, you're branching out. I said, I think that's what was so good, and I think the guys have done such an amazing job with One Shot. I think obviously kind of biased because the charity event was InsideMC, but I think like why that helped so much was because like it kind of like bridged the gap, right? I think there were so many different kind of people who were all relatively in the same community but not a part of the same group, and I think what was nice about charity was it kind of branched a bunch of different communities in together, and it was impressive, really.
That is overall another thing that I really love about One Shot. While a lot of the roster is mainly just event community, I do also like try to branch out to like a bunch of different parts of the community as well. And with an event like, I don't know, MCC, Block War Mania, Mayhem, PB, like besides your own team, you're not going to really be interacting with other people in the event.
Exactly.
So like say you're in, I don't know, Mayhem, for example, and you're teamed with like 3 of your friends, and that's really cool. And then like Curryway is also in the same event, and it was like you can't really say, oh, I met Curryway today and he was really cool to talk to, because you never really talk to them in the event besides like maybe before the event starts. With One Shot, you're going to be talking to like almost everyone in the event, because there is a good amount of time before the event starts where people could just talk and like meet other people. you could actually just like be sociable with other parts of the community that you're not really as familiar with, and then just get along, and it's really awesome.
Yeah, I do just want to take this opportunity to thank you both, by the way. I've been waiting for the right moment to say it, and I think it's now. You guys have done, and I said it to you before, and I've already thanked you, but like, you guys have done such an amazing job with One Shot, and I'm really, really excited to see where it is at in, we'll just say, in a year's time for the sake of lore from earlier. But I'm really excited to see where it is, and I think you guys have just done such a good job with the concept and the work and how much effort you've put into it. So you know, and thank you for collaborating with InsideMC to be able to raise money. Like, you know, you didn't have to say yes. You could have easily said, oh no, well, that's maybe not really our thing, or you know, it might not work, blah blah blah. But you actually were willing to put in the time, and I know it didn't take much time to do the incentives, but the willingness of working with me, and it can be kind of complicated with who I want in the event or who I don't want in the event. I know you were in control of subs, but I still kind of had a bit of a say of who I wanted to be subs or not wanted to be subs. So, but you know, thank you so much for doing this with us. You know,
hell yeah.
Thank you, Insane Orbitzz.
All my besties.
Thanks, Insane Orbitzz.
You're welcome.
Thank you, AJX. You're amazing.
No AJX.
Thank you, AJX.
I
For
didn't do
nothing.
anything.
Would you ever be interested in collaborating again for another charity event with InsideMC?
Yeah, I think I would.
I have a month
I
in mind.
think that would be pretty awesome. Not anytime soon, but I think that'd be pretty
Nah.
Never again. Might as well.
not in the next 5 months, probably.
Nah, I wouldn't be in the next 5 months.
Let's get the MCC collab first.
What, InsideMC?
Yeah, InsideMC needs
One
to-
Shot Royale MCC?
InsideMC needs to collab with Twitch Rivals first.
I mean, we could get One Shot Royale Twitch rivals. At this point, I kind of shocked myself with my pulling power. So you know, there's a joke. I don't have an ego. I'm sorry.
Purely.
What was I gonna say? Oh. Yeah, so we one of the incentives were a viewer event. When is?
Oh yeah,
when
we
is that
can
gonna
do
be?
that, don't we?
Can we get any hints as to when that'll be?
I will say that it is coming closer. I'm not gonna say exactly how close, but you will be hearing news about it before summer ends.
Ooh. What's one feature, if you had to pick one of your favorite features of One Shot Royale, just something you've implemented and you're like, damn, this is good, what would it be?
Definitely the gulag.
Yeah,
Fire. You know, you get second chance
The gulag is also my favorite part, but for a completely different reason.
because of the THD clutch.
No.
Another thing that's big for what I think cool is the taunt venue. Just because you can
true.
eat somebody and it's really funny.
Taunts are great.
No. My favorite thing is the gulag because my brother made the map and I'm very proud of
Oh
it.
yeah.
I quite like the revive system because we kind of I mean, this is public knowledge 'cause I've said it on stream, but we kind of rigged it for AJ a little bit. Was because Milk. So we were meant to respawn AJ because he donated to be respawned, but it was meant to respawn him after the 5 wave, and Milk misheard me and respawned him mid wave, and then he spawned in and then instantly died. So I was like, that was a mistake. I was like to Milk, he's just donated £75. We can't just kill him off instantly.
It was so funny though.
We kind of cheated it and respawned him, and then I was telling Hannah on her podcast as well how I wasn't meant to vote when we did the vote revive, and I voted for Hannah, and I don't know if she probably didn't win by only 1 vote, but if she did, then it was because of me and I accidentally rigged it. So
that's right, you heard it here first. It was rigged all along.
I mean, neither of you won it, so it's not too
I
bad.
love rigging One Shot Royale.
It was rigged for Aragon Telly.
Bro, the amount of times that guy respawned, he actually had a respawn in hand at one point as well. That was
Yeah, it was so funny.
That was good. I enjoyed that event. It was fun. You guys have done an amazing job with One Shot.
Yes, definitely.
And
100%.
when's the next event? Is it next Saturday, Sunday from when we're recording? Because it hasn't been.
Yes, it is going to be next Sunday from this recording, the 19th.
So you can see on this comes out Wednesday. So yeah.
Yeah, I think players will be revealed on the same day that the podcast comes out.
Oh,
if it is coming out this Wednesday.
I think we won't talk about it because this podcast comes out 4 p.m. and I'm pretty sure that the players get revealed later tonight, so they'll be revealed after the podcast.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
won't
what's it? I haven't even revealed the player roster yet. So.
See, I love One Shot and I really do want to sign up again, but in all honesty, I don't know. I got the last time I was in one, I got kind of annoyed and it was unwarranted annoyance. I remember we waited for ages and then I died second to the person who was delayed in the tournament, and I got really frustrated about it.
Ian,
But
am I in this roster?
I don't know.
I remember you asked him to play one. He was like, "Oh, can I play one? Because I want to play one." And he was like, "You know what? Yeah, sure." I was actually expecting you to ask.
Moving on.
moving on to what? Go on then.
Yeah, go on.
Actually,
then.
I have a question. I do have a question.
What's up, AJX?
We talked about this sort of. This is a bit on the Strikers podcast.
Shameless
podcast me and
plug.
Mighty
Are
did.
you doing a game? Are
Mighty
you doing
did
a game?
for what 1 week? No, not the game. I would love to do the game, but no.
Bro,
no
we did it
games.
for like 4 weeks. Stop wazzing.
We did for
Are
4
you
weeks.
paying
Whatever.
me for this self promo?
No, at the end of every
There's no need for
podcast,
promo for
and I
a
know
dead
this is the
thing.
middle, but the last thing we did was, how's your week been? So
Oh,
I
you're
just
doing this now.
I wanted to bring that into this podcast.
Go on then.
So,
My God.
so Mighty, how's your week been?
Yeah, it's been great. I've been getting some great pumps at the gym. I can't lie. I can't.
Oh, yeah,
I
you're
can't
gym lad
walk
now.
right now. I went really hard on leg day yesterday. The first time I discovered there's machines that train your crotch, and it really hurt.
What?
So
Yeah,
you can't walk right now after training your crotch.
Well,
Interesting.
and legs, but yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Also, I started doing a lot more content. Well, I starting doing more content. You know,
Oh yeah, I still need to
I
help you
made-
with your self-promotion technique. That's horrendous.
bro. Ain't no one teaching me nothing.
Apart from
AJX
me.
taught me about how to do a description, but that's it.
So you don't want me to teach you how to
and
do
what
that
tags
self-promo?
are.
I'm just gonna take yours and change it.
Or my self-promo? Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
We-
do it, because your
Yeah.
one stunk.
Listen, bro.
We choke on milk. How was your week?
My week has been very good. It's been a very quiet week for me as far as everything goes. What's it? A lot of the week was spent on me watching My Hero Academia because I felt like continuing My Hero Academia, but I haven't watched it since like 2 or 3 years ago. So I decided I'll rewatch the full thing because I barely remember any of it. Okay, Mighty. So I spent a lot of the time rewatching that. And besides that, I've also just been working on a silly stat sheet in my spare time. It's been a very chill week though.
Hey,
Should've-
man, it's my birthday tomorrow.
You should have bit into it, Mighty.
Oh, it is Mighty, right?
Mighty, you
Orbitzz.
guys have a good birthday.
Yeah, I have. AJ's got me a banger present.
I did.
You didn't even
I
give me
don't-
a
I don't-
present. What?
I don't get it until
I
after
do have you a
Christmas.
present.
You didn't give me a present.
I got you a present.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
There's a girlfriend.
Because I didn't want to yet.
AJ, you're becoming my girlfriend. What?
You wish.
I do wish. Right.
Orbitz, how's your week been?
Tiring. I'm so fucking tired. It's good though.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Right, I'm doing so much overtime, right? And then the podcast and the editing of the podcast. And then this doesn't bloody hell being recorded on a Saturday night because this comes out on Wednesday. It's fine. No, it's fine. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I just want me to like, I'm just shattered. I mean, it's my own fault, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the whole like grind set, I guess. And I have a video. We have a video out on Monday and it looks really, really cool. Actually, the animation.
It does.
I'm really excited for it. So yeah, that'll be out before this podcast comes out. So if you listen to this,
Yay!
the video should have this done by the time I actually wrap up this podcast.
AJX, how's your week?
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I hit a deer.
Oh,
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 yeah, that was
always
this
think
week.
so.
That's what I mean.
Very
I'm so
summer.
out of it with times. I forgot that happened
To be
this
fair, I
week.
didn't think it was this week either.
Well, technically, it was kind of last week, but
No, it was this week. Oh, no, it was
I've
last
not been
week. Oh,
able to
yeah, no, it was
drive.
last week.
because of it, and that's meant I've sort of just been at home all the time. But it's been really nice weather in the UK, so that's been
It has.
great. Mm.
You,
And-
you watched the sunset.
And yeah, I did. I tried to watch the Aurora Borealis, and it wasn't there.
Apparently, it's supposed to be there tonight as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. And yeah, it's been nice, apart from not being able to drive.
Now, what about viewer questions though? Hear me out.
We'll get to it
Are
in
we-
a second. Wait, bear with me.
Okay.
I have more to say.
Yeah, go.
I didn't know what the schedule was.
No, we will. Don't worry. I was saying to AJ, like I think we was talking about it yesterday when I was working. I didn't serve a single customer after 2 p.m. and I closed my shop at 4:40. So I ended up actually, it was really bad, AJ. I don't think I told you, but I actually ended up closing shop at like 4:30, like completely, and I just left the shop floor. And I remember like going to get changed, and I bumped into one of my colleagues who had actually finished their shift on like another floor. And it's like, oh, you alright? I'm like, yeah, you're good. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, wait. I was like, what? She's like, you don't close for another 15 minutes. I was like, yeah, I know. As if I'm not allowed to use my phone, right? Like they've said we're not allowed to use our phones. So how am I going to call management and tell them I have a bad tummy ache? Can't, right? So my excuse was I had to shut shop early because I didn't feel well, but I'm not allowed to use my phone, so I couldn't tell anyone about it. Anyways, so I was messaging AJ, who was really, really dead, and I was saying that like I don't know what it is lately, but I feel like I've kind of lost like concept of, I don't know, I feel like I've just been in my own little world at the moment. Like I've been doing the podcast, I mean like getting you guys on stuff. Like I accidentally joined the voice call earlier, Milk, and instead of staying there, I didn't really want to be there. I kind of just left. And I don't really know what's wrong. I don't know why I'm not in the mood to kind of join VCs or play games and stuff, but all I've been doing is kind of just working on content. Me when AJX Insane Orbitzz is overworking himself.
I didn't mean to put AJX.
Me when Insane Orbitzz, I'm not really overworking myself, though, am I? Like, I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job.
I just wanted a reason to send that video.
It is the best video ever.
Why not just use the picture? I don't understand. Just use the paint.
The music makes it better. Also, added raindrops.
Yeah,
true. Bro, I said let's use that picture one time.
Put it on the screen right now and turn Orbitzz.
If you want to see it, just like check the replies to the announcement tweet of this podcast, and either AJ or Mighty would have replied with it. There you go.
True. Yeah.
If they remember. So, but yeah, no, I was just it's very, very random. Just I feel like I'm so kind of disconnected right now in a sense of I just don't really.
I hope you feel connected.
Thank you, Mighty Brothers. I really appreciate that.
You should plug it in.
Okay, right. I guess it's time for viewer questions, unless you guys have something else to talk about.
I'd win.
Milk?
I don't have anything specific to talk about now.
Fair enough.
Okay.
We got a lot of questions.
Non-specific to talk about WeChokeOnMilk. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Thanks, Mighty.
You said you have nothing specific to talk about, so I said, do you have anything non-specific?
Go on,
Nope.
AJX.
We got a lot of questions, and I think an interesting one to start off with is from Merc. It's a tournament to you both about. It's a question to you both about tournaments, and they asked what matters more: getting a good individual placement or placing high as a team.
You know what? I remember talking about this on a certain podcast.
Yeah. What podcast would that be?
The Strikers podcast. You know.
Oh,
I might just mute the word. I feel like it'd be quite funny.
Bro, self-promo,
What if I just said InsideMC every single time you said Strikers? That'd be kind of funny, actually.
Yeah,
that
you
would
could-
be very funny.
I can't bother to do that.
No,
my-
promo.
My opinion on this matter is that it's complicated because I'm on both sides, right? Don't want to sound like a prick. I said in the, I don't need to say that. I said it in the Strikers podcast again. But if our team was second, right, and we're in the finale, and we lost the finale, but I came first indiv, I would care more about my indiv placement. But if I'd already flopped, I wouldn't care, and I'd only care about the team win. That's my opinion.
Fair enough. Ian.
I think it alternates between every event, because it depends on if I feel like I have a strong team or not. Because as of recently, besides Fruit Wars, obviously, I've been on a very high weak event team streak. So if I have a stronger team, I am going to care more about my indiv because I don't want to do dog shit and bring the team down, obviously. But I think I think I care about indiv more than team placement because pretty much every time I'm going into event is how well can I do against these other people. And team placement is there because as much as I want to win events, I just want to make sure that I don't do bad, even if my team does bad or not.
True that.
Fair enough. Orbitzz, do you have a
The week team streak is going to change on the 18th of May.
Yay!
I'm actually really sad about the 18th of May. I'm not sad. Well, because I was meant to be casting it with Bendo. There's a really cool announcement card I made and stuff like that. And there's a reason why it's only half sadness because I'd agreed to go out drinking with my dad, which obviously I'm really looking forward to because I barely do it, so I'm happy. I'm also really enjoying casting and that kind of stuff at the moment. So my dad did turn around and go, if you want to, you can do that instead of coming out. I was I always if I double book something by accident, I always prioritize the first thing I did, and the first thing I did was agree to go out with my dad. So I was no, I'm doing that. Plus we don't go out much because I'm not really. I do enjoy it, it's fun, but I'm just going on a big tangent here for no reason. Anyways, sorry, I don't know why I forgot I'm on a podcast at the moment. My bad.
Family means everything.
Exactly, like Vin Diesel once said.
Exactly.
I'll let you ask the next question.
My one comes from the shiny dude, and sorry Milk, but this is only for Mighty Brothers.
There's one for Ian as well. So,
what is the story about the onion you could hold with two hands, as mentioned in your bio?
Okay,
right. I've been waiting for this the whole week. So
I'm gonna deafen.
So basically, right, on TikTok, I once saw this onion that was so big, you had to use two hands to hold it. And I thought, God damn, that is crazy. So I told Ian, and then I told him again and again over the span of 6 months. And he really hates it. That's why I keep saying it.
Because he won't shut up about it.
So I just said it as my bio because you had to use two hands to hold it. What the?
I think that's mental, to be fair, Mighty. That's crazy.
massive.
Isn't it? Yeah.
An
I
onion,
to use
bro.
two hands to hold something that big.
Yeah, exactly, an onion as well.
Of all things,
growing
yeah.
that? Like fucking what's his name?
The Onion Man.
Wallace, from Wallace and Gromit when he had that arc where he's a farmer. The movie.
Legend. Yes, that was
Terrifying
it was a watermelon in the UK, but yeah, it also terrified me. I've got one from Debbie that's very cute. Name one thing you love about each striker.
Now this just feels like Debbie's
quick.
trying to get some compliments.
No, only about us four, not the,
Are you
not
sure?
the group. Yeah, no, I'm making that decision.
I love Twiggy HD because he's not there at all ever. I love WeChokeOnMilk because he's my best friend. He's always been with me, and I love AJX. He's real life. There you go.
Okay.
Wow.
And it was one thing you love about each striker, not why you love striker. What about you?
One thing I love about Mighty is that he's never going to fail to make me laugh. He's just one of the funniest people that I know, and I would always be glad to talk to him. One thing I love about AJX is he is a very good man to get advice from and just talk about anything. And he's very comfortable to be around, and I'm glad to have him as a friend. And one thing I love about Twiggy, moving on.
Yeah.
I actually feel kind of bad.
One thing I love about Twiggy is, he is probably one of the most, how do I put this?
Okay.
Quirky.
I was fast.
He is very quirky. I'll give him that. But no, I just feel inspired by how he handles like content creation and whatnot. Because while he technically isn't bigger than me, I feel like he has a better understanding of how to do content creation and like just be entertaining, and I've always appreciated him for that.
He has natural clout that spawns in from nowhere.
Yes, true. He is so clever.
And it's all thanks to AJX.
Good. No, I also answer Orbitzz.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Speaking of AJX, it's your turn to answer.
Okay. Ian is the smartest guy I know. Straight back at Ian, he's one of the nicest people to talk to about a situation. I think he has the calmest head, all the strikers. And if Ian goes, you're doing this wrong, AJX, I'm like, he's right. And yeah, he's just lovely to talk to and hang around. And I always remember the one time we just played Parkour Warrior for like 4 hours together one night. That was really nice. Mightybrothers1, again, funniest person I know. Like, legitimately, there isn't a funnier person. He's always there for me. We hang out so much, and I just enjoy his company, and I enjoy that he gets me to just do crazy things with him all the time. And yes, and little Twiggy, I'm Twiggy, is basically just my littlest brother, despite the fact I have 2 brothers. Actually, one is older than him, but one is younger. But he's just so determined to not only make himself a success, but all his friends around him. The help he's gave me in content creation is like no other. And yeah, he's so quirky, and I love that about him. I love how just fun he is. So yeah, that's all of them.
Go on then.
With joke answer.
I'll do one as well. Why not?
Yeah, I was hoping so.
Well, you was hoping I would.
Yeah.
I'll replace like the 4th striker just because they're not here, so I'll fill in. But I'm not going to speak from Twiggy's POV. I'm speaking from mine. All right. AJX, even if they don't feel the same way, I'd say best friend.
Yes. No, I see you as a best friend.
And, just as someone I can go to, and the amount I fucking waffled to you about stuff.
Yeah.
I think that really sums up. WeChokeOnMilk, I think you actually make good content. The sad thing is, it just feels like right now you probably don't have the complete grind set to do it, which is completely fine. I just would like to see you do it more often. So hopefully you can get back into wanting to do content a little bit more. But we'll see how that goes. I think you make good content. I think you have a lot of potential. My brothers, your humor. Also love how much work you do for charity and for poorer people. I think it's really inspirational.
What's that one thing?
How much you care.
Yeah, I care so much about the poor people.
Yeah, but also just your humor and stuff, I think is really good. So you're a funny guy. Twiggy, I've saved till last because I haven't really interacted with Twiggy much. That's the issue, right? I can kind of base like my opinions on what you guys have said, and like from talking to AJ in person that they are like pretty dedicated in what they do. But I can't really say too much about Twiggy because I just haven't interacted with them. I don't want to say anything. It's like
I'm gonna put it out there. Twiggy rivals your grind set.
Really?
That sounds crazy, but he is.
But he has an actual life.
Yeah, he's juggling his girlfriend.
I'm not saying Orbitzz doesn't. I'm just saying he's not really
Sorry,
there.
I'm juggling work, content, podcast, my girlfriend, now streaming.
Yeah, but Twiggy also
family.
does. So Twiggy does all of those and school.
But not very often.
I mean, but no offense to Twiggy, I don't really see any content from them. I'm uploading 2 podcasts a week.
Does a lot of content for me.
Oh, okay, yeah, true. He edits for you. Of course he does. Yeah.
You're ignoring. Yeah.
Okay, I forgot. Whoa, I forgot.
No, it's all right.
Not ignoring. I was forgetting.
But yeah, I think he obviously. I would say you've got slightly more of a grind set, but I think he's up there. Oh, he also goes to the gym all the time.
Just like me. Let's
just
go.
like Mighty. He's literally he's just on everything.
I really want to get back into the gym. I just don't have the time for that because the podcasts are really time consuming. That's the only time consuming part, sadly. Fair enough. Yeah, but okay, that grind set then. I respect that, and I'll trust you and what you say. So I'll say that's one of my favorite things. I have a lot of respect for people who want to put in the effort to do well. So yeah.
Oh, champion.
My question then comes from a lot of people saying that like Twiggy was forgotten, but I think people forgot the concept of this as a One Shot Royale podcast. This is from David K. Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, I don't think people realize that Twiggy does not work on One Shot Royale.
It's just because they saw 3 strikers on the podcast and like 3 strikers. That means they're going to be on the 4th.
Oh my god, we're just always together. Well, we are kind of always together actually.
Not on events nowadays.
No, true. We're all apart. It's very sad. I miss my friends. What was I going to say? I was going to say.
I was going to say my question.
You say your question. Yeah.
And then if you think of it, then just bring it back up.
Yeah, of course.
How do you manage the player base in One Shot Royale?
Ooh, that's a pretty good one. As far as like the players that I'm looking for, I don't feel like I care as much about like how big you are as a content creator, because like obviously I want content creators. Everyone that's in the event is a content creator, but I'm more so focused on how entertaining I think you would be when playing the event, especially now. I realized that I think after like 3 or 4, I really should focus on my like player entertainment rather than like how big they are. Cause what's it? I'm not gonna name, but I was looking into getting one specific person into the event, which they're not really that interested in right now, which is fair. But after a few events pass, I feel like they would more so be like one of the people that kind of hides and doesn't really provide anything content-wise during the event. So it's like, I'm not really interested in having them anymore.
Can you say the name and I'll cut out because I'm curious. I'll cut out. I always do. Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I mean, that's like my ideology with like who I want to invite to the event. I do want to like more so invite more and more bigger content creators, which will be seen with some future editions that are coming up with the next few events and this event that's coming up. But we will have to see further for that. As far as like how I organize like putting which specific people into each event, I focus on how much of different friend groups are included into the event. Because there is obviously going to be a problem with like if you're not as friendly with a person, like you're more inclined to shoot them off the rip, which is like sure. But if I had an event where it was like 40 goobers, for example, and 10 people that they've never heard of, like the 10 people that they've never heard of are more than likely going to be like a bunch of the first people dead, which I don't want. That's why I like kind of balance friend groups whenever it comes to any player roster.
But I think that's what we smashed with like the charity events. So it's like even with your substitute ideas, there's a few people I suggested, and you was like, oh, they might not work with like this roster, and then you suggested other people who just worked perfectly. I was like, oh. And that's why I trusted your judgment so much.
He's a smart fella.
Yes.
Smart fella or a fart smeller?
I'm a smart fella. You shush your mush.
Both.
Oh,
What do you mean both?
You're both.
I'm not both.
Mighty definitely smells fart.
bro, what?
Yeah.
We ain't talking about me, dickhead.
Yeah, but you
I ain't doing
definitely do
nothing.
though. But you definitely do.
No, bro.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you are a weirdo in saying Orbitz.
Ironic, really. There you go. All right, that's all the Twitter questions then.
Hold on. I wanna look at the InsideMC Twitter. Maybe I could find one.
No.
You won't.
Where is the announcements? Where is the
Right,
announcement?
it's
There
time
it
for the
is.
outro then. Oh, he's fine. No way.
2 shot Royale win? Never.
No guest has ever done this before, AJ. I don't know how to react.
No, I
Will
don't
you-
either.
Do I stop
Will
him
you
or do I
ever
let him
consider
continue?
adding Rock to 1 shot?
I think I'd
Maybe.
continue. He seems to be cooking.
Kind of is a king.
Carry on, I guess.
What were your thoughts on the latest charity event as well as the whole Jesus thing with Wade?
But we've already answered. Oh, we didn't answer the second part.
Jesus thing with Wade, I wasn't too focused on but it looked interesting. Didn't really know what was going on with that. I didn't realize that workout was just in his head. But that was funny to just like hear Wade Buck so confused because I know he had like 8 people in his head at once at one point.
You get to answer one more milk. I'll give you one more to answer, so pick wisely.
She'd be one shot till I Royale. How does this joke affect your day? It doesn't affect it at all, and you didn't make the joke right. So I'm going to block you.
How does that affect your day, Mighty Brothers?
Is it?
Good. Okay, right. Well, with that being said then, that sadly brings the end of this week's midweek MC.
Oh no, please. I loved being here, please.
Yeah, I can tell by your excitement.
I'm being serious.
Yeah. Right, anyways, before I do the outro here, I always like to give this part of the podcast for you guys to promote yourselves. Starting with, you guys can rock, paper, scissors, or just decide who starts. Go on.
Yo, you quit getting battleships.
No, we're not doing this on the podcast. I have to edit this. I can't be on. Milk wins because of that horrible suggestion. Right, Milk?
Oh my days, bro.
You get to promote yourself.
Right.
Go on. Anything
So-
you want within reason.
Yeah. If you don't know where to find One Shot Royale, it's going to be at One Shot Royale on Twitter. You can use it to check out the event. If for some reason you are interested in the event, you can send me a DM through either the One Shot Royale Twitter or my Twitter, and I might take a look. I will take a look at it. I can't guarantee that you'd be considered, but I will be looking at those. Also, it's WeChokeOnMilk for all my socials, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. You can check all of those out, and that's pretty cool. I'm getting back into content creating, which I've been taking a break from for the past like a month, but I'm going to be coming back to content creation, so that's going to be really cool. And you can check me out on Twitch. But besides that, that will be all.
And
Nice.
yourself, Mighty Brothers?
https://www.twitch.tv/mightybrothers1.
What's your day, AJX?
Damn, I bet you thought that was real funny in your head, Mighty Brothers, didn't you? Thought it'd be so funny if I just read out letter
You're
for
going to
letter.
cut it out until I say Mighty Brothers on Twitch. Is that what
No,
you
I'm
do?
not cutting out. No, I like to keep the podcast as legit as possible
Okay.
until like you start saying stuff that like
No.
is slanderous.
I said nothing wrong. Oh my days.
You
Anyway,
said nothing wrong. Sorry.
Mighty Brothers 1 on all socials except Twitter, where it's Mighty Brothers 2. Also, Mighty Brothers on Twitch. Never mind, it's not Mighty Brothers on all socials, only on YouTube.
Nice. And you actually uploaded a video today, so this podcast was recorded like 4 days ago. So if you haven't already, go watch the new Mighty Brothers 1 video.
He's One Punch Man.
He did a horrible like promotion for it, so I need to promote it
Bro,
for him.
you said this like 4 times, mate. Don't make me cry.
I was
Oh.
in that video.
Don't
Yeah.
cry, be happy.
The video was also recorded about a year ago.
With
You
that
can
being
put that
said,
edit.
AJ, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your return podcast being with your
Thank
friends.
you. I did, and I'm so excited for the future of Inside MC. We're going big time,
We're going
baby.
big time, and so is One Shot
Hey,
Royale,
man.
hand in hand. Look at us.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of cuties and Mighty
like a
Brothers.
couple.
Okay. Right. Well, lads, thank you all for listening. Appreciate you all. Thanks for coming on. Mighty and Milk was nice to kind of switch things up and be a little bit more chill, goofy, talking with friends and having to be like all professional and stuffs. I don't know, I just matched your guys' vibes, and my brothers was being my brothers. So I had to match the
My
vibes.
hand hurts.
And I'm cute.
And I'm
Cube
hot.
or cute?
Both.
Thank you,
Right.
everyone, for watching. Don't eat too much bread.
Stay
Garlic
safe.
bread is good for you.
Bye, pieces.
So long, Inside MC podcast.
Bye bye, little boy.